Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to talk to you guys about a few things that we need to be aware of. So here, this is Keltner channel. This is pretty reliable, by the way. Take a look at here. If we are in a bullish phase, we are always at the first top half of the Keltner channel. Here, you see that we are always at the first half or top half of the Keltner channel. When we broke down and went below to the bottom half of the channel, we were bearish. Here, again from 29k to 69k, we were predominantly at the first half, or sorry, the top half of the channel. And here, we are still at the bottom half of the channel. We need to break above the middle of the channel, that is 44k, and we need to go above to the top half of the Keltner channel. So that is something that you need to be aware of. So 44k, that is the middle of the channel, is a resistance. That is something you need to be aware of. So set an alarm at 44.4k. We need to go above it for us to be bullish again. Another reliable indicator is 200-day moving average. Typically, when you take a long position for long term, you take it when we are above 200-day moving average. It works pretty much on a higher time frame. Take a look at here. From 10,000 to 64, we were above the 200-day moving average. And here at 40k, we broke below to 29k. We here tested here, and we went above it. So that's a good sign. Even though we tested down again, we went above. Right now, we are below the 200-day moving average. It's still not a clear bottom yet. We need to go above it, and we need to go on and on and on. That's when you realize that we're actually going up. Here, we don't have a sign yet. There is a fair possibility for us to reject here, and if we reject here at the 200-day moving average, I would think that we're actually going to a bear market. So we still have to observe and figure what is going to happen in the coming days. So here we have a resistance at 48k. So we have two resistances, 44k and 48k. And another is the bull market support band. We are still below the bull market support band, and we have a resistance at 50 to 52k. So these are the levels that you need to be aware of: 44k, 48k, and 50 to 52k. Until we are going above all of these, we can't tell that we're actually going to a bull market. We don't have a definitive answer yet. Did I buy the dips? Kind of. Like I bought a little bit because I believe in bull market, and even if we go to a bear market, I don't really care because I am in for a long term. And good thing is that we haven't broken the trend line. If we do, we are in serious trouble. We can actually go to a bear market, but still this trend line from the bottom is still intact. We still have hopes. I do believe that we're actually going to 55 to 60 to 70k from here, and I can't tell what can possibly happen after, but I do think that we're gonna go up from here. There is a possibility for us to test the horizontal. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Here we had a support. We're touching here, so this is a strong support. So there is another support line that you need to be aware of. Here, take a look at the yellow line at 29.3 and 40.9. They are very similar. Look at this structure, and look at this structure. We came here and we consolidated a bit, and then we came and touched this line again. So if it was to repeat, we had one touch here, and I believe that there is going to be a little bit of bump here, And again, another touch to this horizontal is still possible. I do believe that this is going to happen for at least a month or two. Here, this happened for 64 days or whatever, and here I think this is going to happen for like at least a month or two. I believe that it's going to go up a little bit and then again touch and then we fly. That's how I see it. So there is still a possibility for us to touch 40.9k. So you need to be aware of that too. If we break this trend line from the bottom, I would think that we're going to a bear market. So these are the levels that you need to be aware of: 44k, 48k, 50k, 52k, and 40.9k. All of these need to be marked on your Bitcoin chart and set an alarm. Sorry, set an alarm at all these levels. And if we break above any of those levels, you need to understand that we're increasingly bullish. If we reject at any of those levels, you need to be aware that we're not looking good. And at every time we touch a resistance, you'll see a little bit of dip. You should be aware of that. We can't just go up and up and up. Every time we hit a resistance, we reject a little bit. And you need to be mindful that if we lose this 40.9, I would think that I have to start selling there. I mean, there's no point in holding it, because if we lose 40.9k, this is the next support level. The drop will be massive from 40.9 to 29k if we lose it. So I wouldn't risk. If we see any signs of going below 40.9, I would think that it is a bear market and I would start selling. But as of now, I'm still very bullish, and I still think that we're going to 50, 60, or even 70.